Chapter 7. The screen moved. Our hero Vandiyathevan started from the hut of the astrologer and travelled toward Tanjavur. On the way, he started to travel in the middle of a forest and go fast. And he travelled almost parallel to the river Arsilaru. He enjoyed the green beauty all around himself. At a point, he heard some voices of ladies. The ladies were screaming, "Help, help," etc. As a warrior, good warrior, he could not avoid those voices and go in his own way. So he turned his horse very fast and moved toward the place where from the voices were coming. When he reached the shore of that river, he saw some ladies are screaming with fear. And he watched. Within a second, he understood the position. What is happening there? There was a crocodile on the shore of the river. And by seeing it only, the ladies were screaming. The warrior didn't think for another second. He took his spear in his hand and threw very fast toward the crocodile. The spear pierced into the body of the crocodile, but there was no movement or any sound came from the crocodile. Actually, he got astonished, surprised, and looked all the ladies. Among those ladies, he noticed two ladies whom he already saw in the hut of the astrologer, the Kundavai and Vanati. And other ladies started to laugh at Vandiyathevan because they were playing with the doll of a crocodile. He understood the position. Actually, he felt embarrassed and really he got angry. At that time, Kundavai was watching and smiling on Vandiyathevan, looking harsh to the other ladies also. Vandiyathevan came near to the crocodile. Kundavai immediately told, "Thanks for your concern. This is a play, so please don't think in another way." Like that, she tried to manipulate. Vandiyathevan couldn't answer anything. Already he got embarrassed with the play, the laughing of the ladies, and also he couldn't talk seeing the face of Kundavai also. He immediately pulled back his spear and moved his horse very fast from that place. When he was moving away, the ladies were laughing again. Kundavai scolded other ladies. "What you are doing? What will they think about the ladies in this state?" Like that, she was scolded. Actually, the ladies, the companions of Kundavai and Vanati, were planned to tease Vanati. When Kundavai and Vanati left to the hut of astrologer, the other ladies talked one another. They got envy on Vanati because Kundavai is very much attached to Vanati only. Other girls also belong to the royal families of subordinate kings and other officials. Everyone tried to attract Arunmozhi, the prince. But Kundavai make Vanati special to talk with Arunmozhi in the past. And they know what this fear of cockroach and other things in the life. So they want to teach her a lesson. They want to make her fear of crocodile. So they hide and brought a doll of a crocodile there. And they arranged as it is just came out of water when Vanadi coming there. All the ladies start to scream as they are frightened because of the crocodile. But Vanadi was dare to meet that. She didn't fear. She ready to face the crocodile. And Kundavai asked, why you didn't fear of crocodile? She said, I didn't fear of anything like crocodile or lion, etc. Because I am belonging to the family of tiger, the Choyas. Like that she told. When they are playing, at that time only, Vandiyathevan heard the voice and came there. After that incident, Vandiyathevan think of Kundavai again and again and travelled through the forest. Within few minutes, he reached the highway toward Tanjavur and he started to travel on that way. When he reached the highway, he saw a palanquin and some soldiers carrying it on the way. He understood that is belonged to Pazhavattariyar. Vandiyathevan already saw it in the last day. So he want to follow the palanquin as it is also going to Tanjavur. When he followed the soldiers, he noticed that team carefully. Pazhavattariyar is not coming in that team. He might go somewhere on the way. Now, Vandiyathevan started to think the way to enter into the Tanjavur palace fort. When following the palanquin team, he keep a distance from that team and followed slowly. The palanquin didn't stop anywhere in the way. They are very fast to reach Tanjavur fort within the daytime. Almost in the evening time, Vandiyathevan could see the topmost flag of Tanjavur fort, top part of the fort in a distance. Within few minutes, they will reach the fort and the palanquin team will enter into the fort. Before that, we have to do something like that. Vandiyathevan think and got an idea and implemented it very soon. He moved his horse very fast toward the palanquin and tried to hit on the soldiers carrying the palanquin. And he started to shout, Prince, Prince, your men are hitting my horse. Like that, he started to scream. He wanted to get attention of Madurandagar in the palanquin. He was very much sure that Madurandagar will be inside the palanquin. The soldiers guarding in front of the palanquin and in the back of the palanquin are ready to face Vandiyathevan. They take their weapons and start to came near Vandiyathevan. Vandiyathevan immediately alighted from the horse and ready to face also. At that time also, he was screaming, Prince, Prince, help me. At that time, the screen of the palanquin moved away and a beautiful lady came out. Vandiyathevan really got shocked because he expected Prince Madurandagar inside the palanquin. But now a beautiful lady was coming out. Immediately the presence of mind of Vandiyathevan worked there. He told, Dear Queen, Your men are hitting my horse. Like that, he told. The lady came out of the palanquin was Nandhini. Vandiyathevan understand that also. Nandhini smiled on Vandiyathevan. Are my men hitting you? Like that, she smiled and talked. By that smiling and the words, Vandiyathevan got dareness again. He understands that the position is not so much bad. Yes, madam. He repeated the complaint and started to talk casually. She liked it very much. And she liked his dareness also. Why are you doing this thing? Don't play with me. Tell me, why are you playing like this? Immediately, Vandiyathevan told, your brother Alvarkadiyar asked me to meet you. That's why I played this drama. Immediately, the face reaction of Nandhini changed. She told in a mild voice, how can you talk such things in the middle of the road? You come and meet me tomorrow in the daytime at the fort. She ready to turn back. Immediately Vandiyathevan told, how can I enter into the fort? Nobody will allow me into the fort. So Nandhini took a ring with emblem of Palvatarians from the palanquin and hand over it to Vandiyathevan. You show it wherever it needed. You will be allowed inside and come and meet me tomorrow. And she entered into the palanquin again and asked the soldiers to carry and move forward. She didn't want to talk in the public and she wanted to meet Vandiyathevan also. Vandiyathevan felt happy as his drama worked out. Even he lied, it had been worked out. After a few minutes, the palanquin get into the inside of the palace, Tanjavur fort. He followed it in a distance. He watched all around the gate of the fort. People were standing on the roadsides. They were expecting something. So Vandiyathevan rode his horse very slow and watched everything. He saw a young man, beautiful man was standing in a place. So he came near him and asked, brother, what is going on here? He turned and looked at Vandiyathevan's face. Are you new to this place? Yes, I am very much new. That's why you didn't understand. This is the time the Velakara Padai, the bodyguards of Sundara Chola, the part of the army was coming out of the fort. And he warned Vandiyathevan, you don't sit on the horse, just alight. Vandiyathevan asked, why? All you are waiting to watch, isn't it? Yes. Then why should I alight here? The boy told the Velakara Padai, the bodyguard army will not tolerate this. Sometimes they will catch your horse. Of course, sometimes they will catch the persons also. Nobody will object it. Even the army of Palvatarians also will not interfere with the Velakara Padai. Vandiyathevan already know about that Velakara Padai, the army branch of bodyguards of emperor. So he alighted from the horse and stand with that boy. Because the bodyguard team, the army part, is committed to guard the life of the emperor, Chola emperor. They are ready to suicide themselves to save the life of the emperor. So they are respected much more than any wing of the army in the Chola Empire. Within a few minutes, the army group of Velakara Padai was coming out of the fort. The public supported them. The army people were chanting about Chola Emperor. The public are supporting them. Like a festival, the wing of that army went through the roads and gone away. After that, the public got dispersed and go to their own works. That was the late evening time. The wing of bodyguards always coming to meet the emperor in the evening time. After the crowd dispersed, Vandiyathevan looked around. The boy was coming after doing his works. He gone to sell some flowers. So Vandiyathevan again came near to that boy and asked, "Did you sold the flowers?" No. I am not going to sell the flowers. It is my duty. I am working for the temple in the area. Like that, he introduced himself. He asked the name, Chenthan Amudhan. He introduced himself and asked Vandiyathevan also. Vandiyathevan introduced himself also. And they start to talk like friends, even though they met only in that evening. Vandiyathevan wanted to stay somewhere there because he didn't want to enter into the fort at that night, because he saw the sincerity and strictness of Pazhuvettarayars guided by Chinna Pazhuvettarayar to guard the fort. Nobody was allowed to enter into the fort in the night time. Even in the daytime also, they checked everyone and then only allowed into the fort. So Vandiyathevan wanted to stay outside for that night and want to enter into the fort the next day. Knowing his intention, Chenthan Amudhan invited him to his own house. There are some chol trees nearby, but if you want, if you like, you can stay with me. Like that, Chenthan Amudhan invited. Vandiyathevan also liked it. I know you are waiting to invite me. Like that, he talked. And he started to talk and walk with Chenthan Amudhan. On the way itself, he asked the details about the Chola fort and the persons inside the fort also. And then he asked about the family of Chenthan Amudhan. Chenthan Amudhan told, I had only mother in my house. And he came with Chenthan Amudhan and stayed that night with Chenthan Amudhan in his own hut. It was somewhere near to the fort. It is in a garden. Chenthan Amudhan looking after that garden and take the flowers every day to the temple in the fort. That is his duty. For that purpose, the government allowed a garden and everything for Chenthan Amudhan. Chenthan Amudhan's mother is a deaf and dumb lady. Seeing her, Vandiyathevan felt very much and talked about their family. The mother received Vandiyathevan with sincerity and honesty. Vandiyathevan had the dinner there itself and slept there. And in the next morning, he started with Chenthan Amudhan again toward the fort. On the way, again he asked the details about the persons inside the fort. Already he knows that the Chinna Pazhuvettarayar is the in charge of the guard of the Chola fort. And From Chandanamudan, he understands the palaces and the offices inside the fort. Vandiyathevan asked about Palvettariers. Chandanamudan told, I saw 2-3 days back Palvettariers going out, and today evening I saw the palanquin coming back, but Palvettarier is not with that team. Even though Vandiyathevan knew everything about that, he acted like that, he knowing that matters now itself. And he asked about Madurandakar also. Will he came out? Chandanamudan told, usually he will not show face to anybody outside the fort. Actually, nobody know about himself. But there is a rumor that he was very much interested in royal and political things nowadays. And he tell as a secret, Madurandakar got married to the daughter of Chinna Palvettarier a few months back. So the marriage was solemnized in a simple manner. Vandiyathevan surprised to hear that news. So he understand that why the Palvettariers are so much interested in the political things to crown Madurandakar. And he start to talk about that. Chandanamudan warned. Those things are belong to the royal families. We should not talk about that. That is dangerous for us. So please keep quiet. And especially yourself. You are going inside the fort. So be careful. Like that he told. In the meantime, Chandanamudan tell about his family also. He has an uncle and auntie, and the auntie was no more. Uncle was staying in Kodikkarai, that is the beach area of Chola Empire. And when he talked about his family, he was very much felt, because in his family everyone have some defects. One will not talk anything. At the same time, other person will sing very well. Like that he told. Vandiyathevan asked about his uncle and family. Chandanamudan excited to tell about the daughter of uncle. Her name is Pungurli. Vandiyathevan understands that Chandanamudan is loving Pungurli in his mind. He had some regard toward Pungurli. He thinks that she is very much beautiful. She sings very well. And so many persons will compete to marry her. And he will be ready to quit their work praising the God. Even praising the God if she is ready to marry him. Like that he tell about his love in the mind. Vandiyathevan told, you will surely get that girl. She will surely marry you. Like that he talked and encouraged Chandanamudan. After that, Vandiyathevan tell goodbye to Chandanamudan. Chandanamudan go to his own work, and Vandiyathevan ready to get into the fort. And he came to the entrance of the fort. The guards in that place didn't allow anyone without proof to enter into the fort. Vandiyathevan take the ring given by Nandhini and show in front of the guards. Immediately, the guards allowed him inside the fort. He casually entered into the fort.